A bullet journal is essentially a bullet form of journaling with the intent of keeping your life organized, and that is exactly what I want to do this month. And this is my 4th bullet journal. I'm keeping things really simple with a more minimalistic approach to starting my brand new bullet journal. So usually I will start my new book by writing my own name, or in this case I write my alias. I Love Mom is essentially me creatively trying to marry my work as an eye doctor with my role as a mother of 3 together. On the next page is the yearly log. This is where your future overview of all the months in the year. I have only the second half of this year in 2021, so I'll start from July. Otherwise, you will typically start from January. There is something very therapeutic about repetitive writing. Honestly, I do find this very calming, which explains why I rather do this than, spend 2 hours of my life watching a Netflix. On these pages, I usually mark the school holidays, the public holidays, as well as major big events in my personal or my work life that I want to remember that's happening in that particular month. On the left, I wrote, ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. I like to throw inspirational quotes around my bullet journal because they serve as a strong reminder for me to keep my focus and not lose track of the whys in the midst of the messy house, and to remind myself the who I am in order to become the what I want to be. So to keep everything minimalistic, I just draw a simple box around the quote and with the light brown Tombow pen in the code color of 942. The next page, I write the word trackers. This is where I want to track my monthly habits. These are the things that I track monthly. The trackers on this page are the big items, such as my monthly saving, whether I've achieved my goal to save at least 20% of my salary, my last menstrual period, my LMP, because I have 3 kids now. I want to track birthdays so that I don't forget to buy birthday presents. Facebook does a better job at this. But this page is mainly for my closest people in my life, not those ako amau adult acquaintances on Facebook. And the last column, my car loan. I recently bought a new car and want to keep track of my finances. I know there is a thing such as auto debit. My aim is to try to finish the loan sooner if I could. So if I have extra cash, my aim is to throw them in. While I appreciate the digital world that the bank statement sends me every month, but to see it and personally write it down physically on this bullet journal, it really satisfies me and really keeps me accountable. So yeah, to find a solution to a problem in your life or to improve your life, you need data. This monthly tracker serves as my real life data that I need to collect before I can throw into the spss of my life and see if it is clinically significant to the power of domestication. Yep, I just said that. And on the bottom, another quote, motivation is what gets you started, habit is what keeps you going. So make sure you cultivate good habits so that your future self will thank your present self for. If you're a type A like me, I am sure you have these daily routine sheets lying around or hiding around somewhere. And yes, I like to write down my daily routines, of course. My routine is not exactly the same to the dot because I'm not a robot lah, but I like to keep my life to a tight schedule. I find that I function better with routines, and in the past I tried to derail from my true self because I thought, don't be so rigid lah. I try to wing my days. Turns out trying to be someone who I am not is worst. I find that I wasted so much time doing nothing and getting busy at nothing. I do not want that. I perform better with timetables, with schedules and routines. So I shall stick back to my own type A nature. Plus, I find that the kids also function better with routine. So it really helps everyone to have their own routine. As you can see, on the weekend at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is when the baby sleeps and the big kids know that it is their quiet time, and I find that it is my perfect time for me to go to the gym, get my own stuff done. By writing all this down, only then I'm able to see clearly when is the best time for me to sneak away for a little while without disrupting my family's harmony. So I strongly do recommend knowing your own daily routines as well as your family routines. Next is my mid-year check-in because, well, it is July already. And to do this, I refer back to my 2021 New Year resolution that I have written down in January, and I check in with myself to see if I'm on track or if I have totally forgotten about my New Year resolution already. To me, this is like a custom immigration checkpoint. This checkpoint is to make sure that you are in France and not sesat and got lost to Germany when your end destination is Eiffel Tower. Make New Year resolution without the real intention or any actionables to realize them, because then your New Year resolution is panggil a waste of time, waste of energy. So always make sure you buy the correct flight ticket, embark on the correct journey that will take you to the place that your future self really wants to be. And after writing all this now, I think I'm okay in my journey to becoming healthier, more intentional with my time and my money. One thing that I always like to remind myself is to be the friend that I do not have. So I decided to be that support and create a system around me, because treat people like how you want to be treated. Respect first to be respected. And I find that I truly want to be a better person in general. On the right bottom, I write my phrase of the year, slowly but truly, because if you really think about it, everything is a process. To become rich, there are steps that you need to take to invest more, to create multiple incomes, to reduce your expenditure. To lose weight, the actionables are different. To be confident, the process may be more subjective, but everything is a process in this life. So if you trust the process, slowly but truly, you will get there. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And lastly, to break into my minimalist, beautiful new black journal, I create this mindfulness chart. I got this idea inspired from Reflect with Raksha, a fellow YouTuber. She sells this stencil for her 5 simple things list on her Etsy shop. Well, for me, I write the word inner peace in the middle of this circle. Money, fame, and success are validating, but happiness is imminent when I am at peace with myself and when I'm happy from within. And this is something that we tend to forget living day by day. So on this page, I write down some of the things that I think will help me to be more mindful and to form my inner peace and happiness. My simple form of happiness. Smell the coffee and feel the hot cup to slow down and enjoy the coffee. Listen to the kids' banter, take in the laughter, and be a silent listener and support Gary, who is my husband. Feel the warmth of the sun and the cool breeze, and this is to remind myself to enjoy our morning and evening walk. I want to remind myself that I'm enough, I'm confident, and I define myself. Most important is do not settle. Do not settle for anything less.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the
Everything happens for a reason, and I am growing every day. And I believe by doing all this will give me inner peace that I want. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave the links to my blog below if you want to read more on how to bullet journal, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the